We can distract him until...
Say no more. Daredevil's the name. Distraction's my game. And if I don't make it, it's been a real slice of heaven, gang. Hang loose, heroes.
Hello everyone, thanks so much for joining me here today as we get to talk about one of my favorite subjects, comic books. My name is Jose. I love comic books, I love talking about them, I love sharing them with you. Feel free to follow me on social media if you would like. Links are in the description below. I've also posted a link to the Marvel fan site that'll have plot synopsis and character bios for this issue. Daredevil 175 from 1981. Written and penciled by Frank Miller, with inks by the one and only Klaus Janson. Klaus Janson is one of my favorite inkers. He uses that nice, thick brush that works so great with Frank Miller. Klaus Janson is an artist in his own right, also a colorist, and I think he works perfectly for Frank Miller. Here we have our credits of Frank Miller and Klaus Janson, but I want to point out Denny O'Neil, great writer in his own right. I'm serializing some of his Batman work. I do have a playlist. I also have a playlist for Daredevil. Denny O'Neil is very instrumental in bringing Frank Miller to DC to do Batman Year One and The Dark Knight Returns. So we have the title of our story, Gauntlet. Now, this is not a misspelling. This is not Gauntlet. What Gauntlet means is it's a form of punishment where an individual runs between two rows of people who strike them. Sort of like a gauntlet, but it's a gauntlet isn't a punishment, whereas a gauntlet is supposed to be a punishment. So that's the difference between gauntlet and gauntlet. So I love Frank Miller's writing. It's very simple, elegant. I mean, it's just, it works beautifully. So, all right. An hour ago, she was a prisoner, bound to a man, to his city, shackled by a love she had tried to kill. Now she is free. She is beyond her pain, her need, beyond herself. Yet even as she swims deeply in meditation, a part of her remains alert. She feels a breeze where none should be, hears a curtain rustle lightly, briefly. And we can see a little bit of screen tones being employed, not too much here on her skin, and then other ones much heavier than being applied. Now, back in the day, these things had to be sort of pasted in there. It was quite the chore, but in an instant, she is ready, for she is Elektra, mercenary, bounty hunter, assassin, mistress of the deadly art of ninjutsu. She is Elektra, and she is no man's fool. I tell you, if you don't like Frank Miller's writing, something's wrong, man, because it's just fun. My goodness here. So, I think he missed the screen tones here on the eye. I don't think they would have put him there. So, but maybe. All right, so here she goes, choreographed beautifully by Miller. She throws her sigh and misses on purpose. Consider that a warning, Daredevil. Even you cannot catch me unaware. And Daredevil says, I wasn't trying to. Can we talk? Last night, a ninja group attacked Matt Murdock and his client. You came to our aid. Had they attacked me as Daredevil, I would have understood, but who'd want to kill my alter ego? And Elektra says, lawyers make enemies. How did you find me? Love this. No border, just kind of there. And Daredevil says, wasn't difficult. I just checked the most expensive hotels in town. Your tastes haven't changed since college, no matter how much else has. And Elektra says, in college we were lovers. Now we are enemies. It is that simple. What do you want? I love Frank Miller's writing. Elektra, you know how the radiation that blinded me in my youth also amplified my remaining senses. And I've depended on those senses ever since. But mostly I've depended on my built-in radar sense. It's been my closest equivalent to sight. It's gone, Elektra. That bomb that hit me yesterday took it away. I hoped it would come back, but it hasn't. And she says, you must be desperate. It is fortunate for me that I do not care. If he can't, how did he get there? He wouldn't be able, without the radar sense, he wouldn't be able to judge. He can't, it wouldn't compensate. I understand it's a comic book, but I don't know if necessarily that shouldn't work. But as I mentioned, it is a comic book. So we'll continue. All right. And so Daredevil, very nice. Don't you? Whatever has happened, no matter how many years have passed, you saved my life. You risked it all for me. Daredevil, Matt, she says. Do not let it go into your hand. And she pushes him out here, and he catches the ledge. And he's like, she hates me. She hates me, he thinks, as she goes away, kind of like Spider-Man here. No doubt about it, Murdoch. That was the unkindest cut of all. So, all right, here we see Washak, remarkable. 3 of us with a single stroke, and down they go. And so this is kind of what happened yesterday, or not yesterday, in the previous issue. So I will, this almost looks like it was completely taken by there. So, all right. And so he's able to read the letter just by touching it. He feels the indentations on it. So Matt goes, Heather's left me for the 3rd time this month. Scratch one problem. Visible as she'll be at that party, the ninja won't try to kill her there. And if they can't get to Matt Murdock's girlfriend, they'll probably go for his partner. And so off he goes. So I better work on keeping Foggy alive. Radar sensor, no. I just hope that flagpole is where I remember it. So, all right. So here goes Foggy going out, and he's like, gotta hustle. The defense on the Potter case is due to proceed in an hour, and Matt doesn't want to handle it alone. He asked me to stay on as his partner, even if my financial wizardry did lose us our storefront offices. Matt's a good friend, better than I deserve. That's for sure. He could have really stuck it to me. So he calls a taxi, and you can see the ninja up here. You're hot today, Nelson. Can't even score a cab, he says. So he's about to shoot him with his bow and arrow, but here comes Daredevil, and you can see him with the eyes looking up, and Matt takes care of him. So this other ninja, you can see here, Matt disposes of this ninja, and Foggy's getting into the cab here. Foggy's going into the criminal courts building, and the ninja is at the top, and he's going to try to kill Foggy or whatever. You see Daredevil's hand here, and Matt disposes of him as well. So Foggy none the wiser. So, talk to me, ninja. Where's your hideout? You will not learn nothing. And then, ugh, as he's killed from behind. Dissolving just like the other. Smells awful. His buddy is headed for the park. I could lose him in the underbrush, he says. So I won't let him get that far. I'll just listen for his steps to touch the retaining wall and let my thrusty billy club do the rest. So he does. Falls. He didn't dissolve. Must be on the fritz. Hey, what's this? A wallet-sized piece of embossed Bristol, a business card. So, and so he read it here. Yuki funny oddities. I am sorry if I'm butchering that. So, And so you can see Elektra behind him. Come on. What do they think I am? An amateur? This is the lamest excuse for a red herring I've ever touched. And then she's hit. I just hope Elektra isn't fooled, but she hits him from behind and catches that business card. We both seek the ninja, Daredevil, and we have both found them. Elektra, you can't be here. It's got to be a trap, says Daredevil. And Elektra says, certainly. The question is, whose trap? The ninja you just downed did not dissolve. He cannot be of the hand. Someone else is at work here, perhaps aiding me. Elektra, don't, as she kind of runs. I suggest you find a flat rock to hide beneath, Daredevil. Without your radar, you are useless. So, all right. And now in court. Another delay, Your Honor. This is intolerable, says the DA. It certainly is. Counsel is constrained to present its case. As you wish, Your Honor. I request only a few moments of the court's indulgence while I confer with my assistant. Time is short, Miss Nelson. Get on with it, says the judge. Where is he, Becky? Where's Matt? I thought he was coming with you, she says. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him, says Foggy. So now we're in Canal Street here. Of course, you can kind of see in the early 80s, kind of crime-ridden here. And so we assume this is Elektra here coming in and taps on the door. And she's like, hey, open up. Yeller pages say you don't close till 6. So sorry, what can I do for you? It ain't for me, it's for Ricky. He's like my boyfriend, you know, and it's like, it's his birthday, and he wants some of these falling ninja stars. Falling, you must be the throwing stars. Shuriken, yeah, that's them. Sure are pretty. I'll take all of them. They're expensive. So what? You know, you only live once. And she grabs one and tosses them and kills the ninja there, and this guy goes running. Jonan, it is she. Elektra has found a sheet, and then all of a sudden she's hit from behind with the sigh. And so down she goes here. And the ninja are waiting. We have you, Elektra. You should not have come here alone. She isn't alone, and here comes Daredevil. As he must have thrown the billy club here. Yep. Hitting this guy, this guy, this guy, and then here, and there's the billy club. Hey, you weren't supposed to duck, says Daredevil. Quick, aren't they? But together we can. Elektra, where'd you go? As she kind of goes through, and so here's Foggy. Just a few more minutes, and my partner will be along. Foggy, I don't think he's coming. But he's got to. I can't. It's up to you, Foggy. You have to present the case, she says. So, again, some screen tones being applied here. I love it. And so here they go, and we have this huge ninja, Kirigi. And he throws the ninja stars at her. She blocks him with the sai, and off she goes. And we're about to have another beautiful choreographed scene here. And look at this. Frank Miller is so good. I have just completed his Daredevil, his Wolverine limited series that he drew, that Chris Claremont wrote. Killing Blow here, it says. And another one here. And it just beautifully choreographed. So, but this guy does not die, and you can see him pulling them out. Two forms of screen tones being applied here. And meanwhile, Daredevil's still fighting the other ones here. And you can see him taking on them here. Lucky break. Only 3 of them left now. I may just get out of this alive. He was going to say alive, but he's hit here. He is wounded now. It is only a matter of time, says these other ones. So, and look at this. Everybody's looking at their... And Foggy looks. Your Honor, the defense moves for a mistrial, he says, as he observes this thing. And so, here we go. Still fighting. Look at this. Just beautifully done. Oh, I love Frank Miller. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Here he catches her. And so back and forth between her and him, and then the destruction of the billy clubs here. Just cannot get rid of those two. Kirigi, you never failed to delight. See how she squirms. I think this is the he was from the last issue. I don't know if he's the master or just the one who sets up the things here. You could have pleased me, Elektra, in a way more intimate than this. I offered you a chance years ago, but you laughed at me. You laughed at me and went away. Now it is my turn to laugh. Yes. And so you can see she's being choked here. She's trying to get the sword here. And you see Kirigi kind of pulls at her. And look at that. She goes back and stabs him. It looks like it's going through her, but it did not hit. She did it by the side here. And of course he cannot die here. And of course that guy is like, no, no, no. Man, god, or demon, I will send you to hell. So Elektra hits him and down he goes. And so the guy's like, do not leave me, Kirigi. I will be alone, he says. So, and so here, she throws Matt the same sword here, and he catches it, and now he fights the other guys using the sword. Oh, just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at this. Here they come. And he destroys their swords. Gentlemen, and they run away. And so the Jonin died quickly, if not silently. The hand will hunt her no longer. She is free. And Daredevil's like, you're going to jail, Elektra. You're a killer, cold-blooded assassin, and I'm taking you in. And he pauses in between each. And then he falls. So, passed out and losing dangerous amount of blood. Left here unbandaged, he would surely die, and Elektra would finally be free of him as well. So, and now, later in the criminal courts building, where is he? And first he stands me up when he misses the trial. If he's been off playing Daredevil again, Heather, how was the party? Interminable, but I'm still mad at you. Let's go to your place and make up. But the case, what about? Oh, don't worry, Foggy's handling. Foggy, oh no. I have your head for this, Murdoch. Of all the cheap stunts you've done to win a case, this has to be the topper. So this is the DA here. Win. First, you make it look like Nelson and Murdoch have split up. Then in prances your chubby partner and some godforsaken legal president nobody's ever heard of. And gets a whole case thrown out of court. That's dirty pool, Murdoch, and you'll pay for it. And look at Foggy just smiling. It was right in front of you the whole time, Matt. The Stolting versus West decision of 32. I'm surprised you didn't think of it. Any reply to the prosecutor's charges, Murdoch? And he's like, erg. And Foggy says, what my partner is trying to say, fellas, is that if Miss Lavender actually believed that Nelson and Murdoch would ever close up shop, well, we've got a bridge she can buy too. Right, Matt? And so, here we go. The Kingpin's building here. Your plan worked, boss. Just came over the horn. All you had to do was hire that ninja group to kill a friend of Daredevil's and plant their location on one of our boys. And Dee Dee went and busted them up for you. Too bad we still got him to worry about. And Kingpin says, Daredevil is a minor worry indeed to the Kingpin. Our organization is strong, Flint. This office receives a percentage of every dollar that is stolen, gambled, or swindled anywhere in the East Coast. I shall deal with Daredevil when the time comes. So, next issue, Hunters. So, very nice indeed. Hope you enjoyed it. I truly, truly, truly love this run of Daredevil. It is so special to me. So, just beautiful. So, Daredevil 175, written and penciled by Frank Miller, inks by the one and only Klaus Janson. Like and subscribe. I do thank you for listening. Goodbye.